It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Washington Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Green 80. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Coming after you.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson. He's going to go for a big play down. He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
First down, Washington.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
2nd and 10 at the Vikings 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Green 80. Check 55, Mike. All day, dog.
On first down, Wilson.
I got you, boy.
Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The end result, 21 yards.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Go. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Tempo.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Geno Atkins got home that time. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards, first down in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Buddy up! Right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
2nd and 11. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Finding Gabriel complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
These two teams all tied after one.
14.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Wilson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards.
A gain of 15. And the Redskin 1st down.
Right, 315. Check, right, 54. Right, 54.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, that's complete. It's Gordon.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Right, move 15. Mike 54. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Right.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. This one caught by Ridley. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Four down. Hey, 0.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. Flag 90. Mike 54. All right. Let's go, B. Let's go.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Wilson. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Come on, set. H-A-Data. Check number 6.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
So don't say nothing.
Gun.
Watch 55. Check.
Now Wilson on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Wilson to throw again. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Wilson. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Wilson looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points?
And break this tie. On 2nd and 9, Wilson gets it to Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st down, Redskins.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They try right side here, Gurley. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go. It's Gurley. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Set, ready. Get your money. Get your money.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught by the tight end Ertz. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 13-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
12.
At After the interception, here's Wilson. And he will find Ridley on the left side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He'll have a first down past the 40. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
95. Fuck that.
Now it's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vita Vea able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now Wilson. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Able to get this to Gordon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson got Gordon open, completes it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw again is Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 4 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time through the interception in the red zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Hey guys, listen.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
To throw is Wilson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Going to throw again. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Wilson. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now he'll tuck it and run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game,
and this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Another carry now for Gurley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends.